takes all four of us collectively to have the sound of the band be in a song, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. It's got it. Now you guys do, like, I think you said where the lyrics are all a collaborative effort too. It's not just one. So like the songwriting process too, I would imagine, is that way too.
Same thing, you know, like whether I come in with a guitar riff or Ben does, or you know John Fred hums a riff, or comes up with a guitar riff. You know, at the same time, you know, one of us may come up with a bass part or a drum part or something like that. We're the last of a dying breed. You know, we're the last of a dying breed of actual bands, to where it's not, you know, one or two guys in the band write the songs and then the other guys just go out and play them every night live. You know, we figure a band should write all the songs together. And
I mean, it was different for us because we grew up together, and that's how we started writing. A lot of guys, you know, who are very extremely talented aren't in a situation where they grow up together with other musicians.
No, they just put a band around them.
Yeah, or maybe they're a singer-songwriter, and then, you know, obviously, you know, there's some great other players that get with them later, but just you know, I think that our band just basically relies on each other to like carry the weight, because like one of us individually is pretty much like useless without the other four. So, but it's nice. I mean, we do have a lot of fun. The whole year last year writing was really a growth process for us, because we'd never written songs with, you know, writers outside the band really, and so it was kind of growing into that, you know, and it was very helpful for us.
You say writers outside the band, so did you have people with this album then?
Yeah, we wrote with a guy named Dave Bissett. We went out to his place in California, and we wrote with Zach Malloy, Blair Daly, a bunch of guys. You know, some of the guys didn't make the songs we wrote with them, didn't make the record, not because they weren't great songs, just because they didn't fit with the rest of the songs. But
and room,
yeah, and then, you know, you can only put so many songs on a record. But and, you know, we didn't want to do it at first. We were like, you know, the label was like, we want you to do co-writes. And like, why the hell can't we write our own songs? And they're like, well, just go try it, and if you don't like it, it's no big deal. And we tried it, and the first one we did was great. You know, we were like, all right, we were wrong. We'll go write with more people. But you know, it turned out to be great. You know, and we wrote some great songs with guys, and it's cool just to get an outside opinion and to travel to another city to write songs, because
you know,
like like the song like "Won't Let Go," we would have never written in the practice house where we wrote "Blame It on the Boom Boom." You know, it wouldn't have happened.
Probably couldn't have written "Blame It on the Boom Boom" where we did "Won't Let Go." So and it is that was the fun thing, is traveling and like meeting writers and getting, you know, obviously their personality, their perspective on writing songs. And I mean, a lot of those guys we did write songs with are just incredible, you know, musicians and very talented writers, and the stories too, like aside from writing songs, like you learn so much about their history, like, and the funny things that they've written with, you know, like the Marty Friedrichsen, we went out to write with him, and just like, you know, writing, obviously, you know, he did a lot with Aerosmith and, you know, the Buck Cherry guys and stuff, and you know, it's just funny hearing everybody's stories. You know, Craig Wiseman from Nashville had a lot of great ones. So it's, you know, I think before we started the process, you know, we were very close-minded, because obviously you don't want to do anything to, like, you know, tear away your sound that you've created. And but I think as long as you go in with the mindset that you're gonna keep your roots, but like just become a better songwriter, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it brings something different to the element. That's your baby, your creation that you made.
Right. It's like letting your kid be babysitted by somebody, but you got to make sure they're not a nutbag first. I think your song is your baby. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, you know. So
now in the past, and some of your like the themes of the albums seemed like they were more storytelling and folklore. With this one, it seems more about remembering your roots, remembering who you are. Is that something you guys did unconscious, or?
I think just because of the fact that it took us a year to write this album, it's that more than anything, it just kind of encompasses the feelings that, you know, a person feels throughout a year. You know, I mean, there's happy songs, there's sad songs, there's songs that are just about getting drunk, you know, and then there's
party songs, there's love ballads.
I mean, you got love, sadness, you know, pissed off aggression, and
a lot of different emotions on the record.
You know, every emotion that we felt is on the record. You know.
Yeah.
Well, we had our whole life.
I don't know.
We were musicians, but we had the first, you know, 6 years of the band to write the first record, or 5, you know, and then the second record was like
2 months,
3 maybe,
3
the most.
3 months, something like that.
Like, yeah, and so they say like you got your whole life to write your first record, and looking back, like I think it was great for us to be home, because we hadn't been home in like 5 years really for that length of time.
You kind of lose touch with just being a person, just going home and living a normal life, and you know, playing with your dog every day, you know, stuff like that. You just you when you're out here so long, you lose touch with that, and it's nice to go back, you know, and have a year just to get back to being the same person you were before you started doing this. You know, it's not to say that we've changed as people, but you know, you have a little bit, and it's not like, you know, you're like the rock star bullshit, because that's just, I hate that worse than anything. Right. But it's, you know, you get so used to living a life where, you know, you're in a different place every day. You know, you don't get to see your family, you don't get to see your pets, and
you can avoid tax collectors.
Yeah, and you know, but then you go home for a year and you're like, this is what it's like to be normal again. You know, and it was awesome. You know, it was great. I say we do it every time.
Well, it worked, right?
Yeah,
the best
it did.
album so far.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Now, In My Blood, too, you guys wrote while you're recording, though, right? That one?
We were doing pre-production for a week with Howard, and he's like, you know, we need one more song, and we had a song called Sometimes that we had written with Craig Wiseman that Howard really, really liked, because he said, you know, the album was missing one emotion, you know, like a sad kind of emotion that you know, we needed to pull out of ourselves, you know, to complete the record. You know, he said there's just one magical song that's missing, and we played him that one, and he was like, there's a song. He goes, unless you write something else, that's the one we're going to record. And the way that happened is we went to Howard's house one day because a guy had sent us 2 songs. He had sent us a song called In My Blood, and he'd sent us another song.
Zach Malloy
had sent them, and we listened to the songs, and they were great songs, but they just weren't right for Blackstone Cherry. Right. They were more of, you know, like a country artist kind of song. But we loved the title, In My Blood. You know, it's just like, God, that title's so good.
We had written White Trash with Zach, and it was kind of more of a greater encompassing song than those.
Right.
2.
But so we're sitting there, and I grabbed a guitar off of Howard's stand. I think it was like a pink guitar, probably. I think it was. It was like a pink Hello Kitty guitar or something that his daughter had.
Was that next to the diamond encrusted microwave or the gold toilet? Which one?
It was probably next to his diamond award for records. But we're sitting there, and like, I just start strumming the chords, and the verse came along, and then the chorus, and we literally wrote that song in 15 minutes. You know, I mean, Zach got his equal share because we used his title.
Yeah, it was a great title.
You know, it was a great title, and it was worth, you know, his 20% of the song. So, but you know, we basically had to rewrite the whole song because it just wasn't right for us, other than the words "In My Blood." You know, so we wrote it, you know, about the lifestyle that we live, and you know, the lifestyle that you know, because the lifestyle we live is very much akin to, you know, like truck drivers and you know, fishermen, and you know, people that are gone for weeks at a time. You know, I'm not even going to compare it to, you know, a soldier, because what they do is far beyond but what we do. But you know, it's the same kind of emotions that they feel, and you know, that song is just, it's probably my favorite song we've ever written, honestly. You know, it's just, I love it. It's just my favorite song.
We just shot the video about a month and a half ago.
No, it ain't been that long. It's about a month ago.
It's coming out in the UK, but it's going to be what is it, Jeff?
I think it was the 1st of August.
Oh, do you know when is it coming out? I know it's coming out for the UK.
Yeah,
I mean,
the UK is going to service it first. You know, we're the single in the States right now is Blame It on the Boom Boom, which the video. Okay, you know, Blame It on the Boom Boom is a single now, and the video for it's going to be coming out pretty quick. It's a great video. It's us live at the Download Festival doing the song.
It's funny because we have that video for Boom Boom,
and then we shot an American video for Europe.
pretty well.
But you know, they're both, we're releasing 2 different singles in different parts of the world. But no, you know, we're happy to be doing what we're doing, and Blame It on the Boom Boom is doing great for us here. You know, In My Blood. You know, we haven't heard how it's doing overseas, but hopefully it's doing good. We just got the actual pop mixes of it today, so it's kind of stripped down. Took some of the electric guitars off of it, cut my damn solo out of it. It's fine.
That was probably for Germany, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Because Germany wants songs like 2 minutes long.
See, what do they call it?
The guitar solo.
Guitar down solo. Special mic.
Yeah, I like how we're doing almost a Chinese thing.
Yeah,
right now.
it's stupid. But, you know what's funny is when like a record label releases a single on a band, like, well, obviously, like, because we've been fortunate enough, now we are gaining, you know, a lot of some radio here in America, and then some traction with radio here, and then obviously, you know, we've toured a lot in the UK and Europe, but like we have 2 singles that are being released, but like our fans are obviously gonna, like, you know, obviously hear both those. But I mean, it's crazy the way internet works now. Like, there's no, you know, really dividing the stuff up. I mean, you can send it there, and like that's what they're gonna get, but they're also gonna pay attention to what's going on here, just like we are. Our fans here will with the UK stuff. So, but
big love, black love, white love, your love. Here we go. Sit back, hold up, open up, just enjoy the show. I like ice cream, whipped cream, that's the dreams. Do you know? Can you feel what I mean? Say yeah.